Mountain Valley Hospice is a nonprofit hospice agency that serves 18 counties across North Carolina and Virginia. We serve patients in their homes or facilities, wherever they call home. Our patients are patients with life-limiting serious illness, typically with a prognosis of 6 months or less. So when patients are unable to be managed at home, that's when we bring them to our inpatient unit. We are here at the Joan and Woltz Hospice Home. This hospice home was built in 2009. These patients that are here for symptom management, so when we cannot control their symptoms at home. We also do respite stays here, so when caregivers have breakdown, they are able to come in for a 5-day respite stay.
Hi, I'm Joe Fagan with Pond Country. I'm out here today at Mountain Valley's Woltz Hospice Home. We're looking at doing a refurbished job on some old water features that, weren't always built to today's standards. There are safety issues, such as you see these little small rocks that, can be very unsafe. You have kids and families come out here playing. It's very important that we have an inviting environment for family, children coming out to visit, their relatives in the home. We're also looking at building a very low maintenance system that's easy to care for. Commercial sites are very important. We don't want the staff having to worry about maintaining the landscape. We want the staff, caring for their patients and not having to worry about whether a water feature is working or whether there's water running into the yard creating ice as this water feature has done in the past. We're trying to find issues to make this easy to care for and manageable for the site. So what we're going to do is turn this into an infinity waterfall. This was previously built as a pond. As you can see, it had some holding water. It had so many maintenance issues, they actually filled it full of gravel to try to reduce the amount of water in it. So in commercial sites, we want a system called an infinity waterfall that has no water in the basin. This system allows for water to be kept underground, so you don't have to worry about leaf debris, pollen getting into it, just less algae. Basically, all you have to do is keep it full of water. It'll run through a big waterfall starting at the top and drop back into the bottom. We're also going to remove a lot of these smaller boulders and put in larger boulders for safety issues. That way, when people are coming to this water feature, if they step on a rock, we don't want it to move or shift, making it unsafe. We're gonna build a nice, large slab walkout area right here so people can come out and sit on the bench and enjoy the sound of the water for a relaxing environment. Fortunately, this site is really cool. They actually built a water feature on the right and a water feature here on the left. So we have matching water features, and even though this was not terribly built, it's kind of a nice boulders on the top side. Again, you see a lot of smaller rocks in here, and you also see a basin that's not functioning correctly. There's no access to clean it. There's no access to get into pumps. So we're gonna build matching water features on both sides. So the facility has a long-term, low-maintenance system that everyone can enjoy.
Here at Woltz Hospice Home, we work to make this a very home-like environment for our patients and families, and that starts when they come in the front door. We have a very nice area for a fountain set up, but we've been here 15 years, and over the time, the fountain needs now an uplift. We have worked to maintain it, and despite our efforts, we have had overflow into the parking lot, which has caused some ice safety issues for people. We've had vehicles that back up and then exhaust going into the ponds. So it's just time for an uplift. We think it will be great for our patients and families to have a place to come debrief and meditate and reflect.
Hi, I'm Lee. I'm the retail manager at Pond Country. We are here at Mountain Valley Hospice working on a charity project rebuilding 2 waterfalls. Hospice means a lot to me. My grandmother actually was here in her last days of life at this same exact hospice location. So that's really special to me that we're able to do something good for the families and people that are going through some hard times.
hospice is a wonderful thing. We all have some connection with it in our life over time, whether it's parents, grandparents. Me personally, my grandmother went through hospice last year. So, being able to do something amazing for them is really cool. Not only for the patients that have to be here, but the family. So the transition should be peaceful, relaxing. That's what hospice is all about. The final journey for someone is a journey of comfort. And to be able to come into a hospice center and have that relaxing water feature is just going to be amazing for them. And I can't wait for this project to get done.
Day 5 out here, starting to build up each side of the waterfall a little more. Got our top areas on each side carved out for the fountains. Have some really nice character falls on each side at the bottom. Also have one of our slabs for the seating areas done on this right side, which will end up getting the marble memorial benches placed back in, but we're gonna kind of carve out the dirt so we build right up to the edge of this slab, make a nice natural edge to the stream that goes right up to the seating area, which will look really nice. But making decent progress today, kind of getting a little better shape to everything, so it should move a little quicker here now, but things are moving along.
Drew, what else need to grab over there? name's Eric Norman. I work out of our Mooresville location. It's pretty cool to come here and do this for this hospice house especially. My grandpa actually stayed here. I grew up around here, so to be able to come here and do this and kind of give back, plus give all the patients and the people that work here something cool to hang out and de-stress by is pretty cool.
Hi, I'm Grayson Schuler. I work in marketing for Pond Country, and so we're here out here today at the Joan and Howard Woltz Hospice Home, run by Mountain Valley. And right now, we're kind of finishing up the two projects here for the two infinity waterfalls. This one, as you see, is actually running. The other, getting ready to finish up, about 90% done on the other waterfall. And I just want to briefly mention about this project and charity and why it's important to me is that I sort of have the unfortunate circumstances of dealing with hospice not once but twice within a 2-year period, as my father was in hospice 2 years ago, and a hospice home, and then my mother passed away this past October, and she was also assisted with hospice as well. And for her cancer treatment. And so hospice did a really fantastic job taking care of my parents. I mean, a lot of what hospice does is that they are supposed to make the patient feel comfortable, as well as kind of ease the family into what's the inevitable of end of life. And so they did such a tremendous job on that. And, you know, I will say this, my parents, you know, a lot of times you say you don't want to suffer. You kind of want to, you know, when someone passes away, my parents, both of them, hospice did a great job of easing that pain and making them feel comfortable in their final days. And so it's just a really nice thing to do. This is going to be an annual project as well for other area hospices as we each year as we do this, to kind of provide something related to water for a hospice location. But anyway, again, hospice, they've done a great job even now, even after my mother's death. They have assisted with grief counseling and things like that. So again, they are very worthwhile cause. If you'd like to donate to this project, you may visit Mountain Valley MTN valleyhospice.org/pond-country.
Hi, I'm Shane Schuler, Chief Financial Officer at Pond Country. At Pond Country, we're committed to being involved in helping our community, and we can't think of a better organization that deserves our help more than Mountain Valley Hospice. We believe that this organization plays an extremely important function as they help people transition at the end of life. You may think that hospice care is only for the patient, but that couldn't be further from the truth. The impact that hospice has on the patient is important, but also it has a tremendous impact on the friends and family of the patient as they're dealing with the emotional impact during and after death. I can personally attest to that. Hospice has impacted me on a very personal level. I've had the privilege of living with 4 absolutely wonderful grandparents, and only recently in the last 12 months have I lost my last grandfather at the age of 95. So at 46 years old, hospice has been involved in my life for over 25 years, providing support for the loss of immediate family members. The water feature that you see here is a small token of Pond Country's appreciation to the organization that has made an impact in so many people's lives. We hope that this water feature provides a serenity for patients, friends, family, and staff that are the caregivers to these important people. God gave us life, and one day He will take it back. I'm thankful that hospice is in this world, and I believe that the world is a better place because of hospice. I can't imagine a world without them. If you haven't been impacted already by this incredible organization, then you will be one day, and you'll be thankful for their help. So I invite you to join Pond Country in support of this organization as they continue their great work.
I am their CEO at Mountain Valley, and my own family has been served by Mountain Valley, 2 of my family members. It is beautiful. I'm so grateful to Pond Country for all that they've done. It is lovely, and in our families and our patients and our visitors are so blessed to have these water features here. They're lovely, they bring joy and peace as you enter Joan and Howard Woltz Hospice Home. It just brings calmness, I think, to a very stressful time in people's lives. I'm just so grateful to Pond Country for the donation and all that you guys do. It is fabulous here. I mean, the work, it is just lovely, and it does bring such joy to families and their loved ones and visitors that we are just so blessed and grateful that you chose us this year.
Not only working for hospice, but hospice over the years since we have been here in Dobson has served several of my extended family members, and so not only work-wise but personal-wise, this has always been a passion for my extended family and I. The new water feature is awesome. It's beautiful when you come through the entrance. It sets up your entrance here that you can hear the water. By nature, water is healing, and it turned out beyond our expectations. It's phenomenal. The biggest benefit again is the healing power of water, the sounds of the water. It gives patients and their families, especially the family member, when we're serving a patient here at the hospice home, that the family member has a place to sit and just to think and process what is going on with the care of their loved one, and it does provide peace. And so that's the overall goal, and it's just, again, it's awesome how it all came together. We appreciate just the phenomenal job that Pond Country did, and just from the beginning, just their passion and vision. It was awesome for us as a company to partner with that.
As a nonprofit hospice, we do accept tax-deductible donations. To donate to this project with Pond Country, visit www.mountainmtnvalleyhospice.org/pond-country.
And then we're actually doing this a yearly fundraiser for all of our clients. So we're actually going to put a paper in every single bag that goes out in the shopping stores all year long, retail stores, and all of our clients that build ponds. And we're going to say, hey, here's what we're doing, here's what we're doing. But we need these videos to say, here's the why.
Gotcha.
Why it's such a big deal. And the reason it was such a, I have fortunately not had to deal with hospice yet. My parents are still living, but Shane's dealt with it once. Grayson had both his parents die last year and a half. So, it became a very personal, and I've kind of lived it through my friends. And it became personal. So when this came up, I said, hey, this is what a cool thing. This is a way that we can give back in a way that, really matters to people.
So having a personal story like that is a big deal to say, hey, stand in front and say, hey, I hate this isn't running. This is what it meant to me and why we need this for everyone in the future.
How long has it been since your parents were here?
Actually, father passed in March 17, and my mother was September of 18.
Oh wow! So just right back to.
And my grandfather was 6 weeks after my dad, and they were all in actually the exact same room.
Oh.
Which was kind of, at the time wasn't cool, but it's cool now. I knew that my mom was there with my dad and her dad.
That's awesome.
And then actually I'm the manager for patient transport here, so my first patient went to that room. So it worked out good. And like I said, the pond was just somewhere I could go. It was, like you said, the noise, just the relaxing waterfall gave me time to regroup. And it is very relaxing and helps you deal with what's going on. And, I've missed it ever since they cut it off. So.
Yeah.